All right, welcome back to this channel, and this is BAM's Tutors Academy. This is where we solve mathematics related questions. So in this video we are going to be solving National Examination Council, that's NECO, that's 2024. So we'll be focusing on the GSS3 class this particular video. So if you are new to this channel, don't forget to click the subscribe button. That's very important. Click on the subscribe button. So let's move into this question step by step as we solve. Question 1. Express 36900 in standard form. So what we want to do here, let's quickly have a ink. Okay, so what we want to do is we have 367,900. We want to write it in standard form. So what is a standard form? Is any number that can be expressed as the form a times 10 to the power of what? N. Now your a has to be between 1 to 9 and your n is an integer, meaning that it can be negative and it can be positive, right? So now let's move this 1, 2, 3. Will I stop here? This 367.900, is it between 1 and 9? Obviously no. So I have to still keep moving. This 36.790, will I stop there? No. So I still have to move one more time. So 3.6799, is it between 1 to 9? Yes. So our answer here, our a will be 3.679 times 10. Now how many times did I move? I moved 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So 5. So the option that corresponds with this is option B. Okay, so option B is the correct answer to express 367,900 in standard form. So let's move to question 2 real quick. Question 2, express 0.0007823 in standard form. So same procedure, same step, without wasting time. Yeah, so I will do 0.0007823. Same thing. Now 0 point blah 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 is not between 1 and 9, so I have to keep moving it. If I should move it here, this is 0.07823. It's not still between 1 and 9, so I'll keep moving till I get to that first digit. This is 7.8, which is between 1 and 9, so this is 7.823 times 10 raised to the power of, how many times did I move? Now I moved 1, 2, 3, 4. Now the difference between question 1 and question 2 is that I moved from the for question 1, I moved from right to the left. That will be a positive, right? But now I'm moving this way. I'm moving this way. That's going to be a negative, right? For your n. So this is going to be negative 1, 2, 3, 4. Negative 4. Okay. So that option is option C. Is that good? So option C. Moving on to question 3 without wasting time. We have simplify 0.112, 0.012, and as you can see on the screen, and we are asked to basically correct one significant figure. So now 0.012 times 0.000, how many zeros we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros. 9 over 0.06. Now this looks cumbersome, but it's very easy. So what you want to do, since we already have all our options to be times 10 raised to power something, so I want to write out these ones in standard form. So I will say, let me just write this in as whole number first. So I will say 1, 2, 3. That's 12 times 10 raised to power minus 3, because I'm moving from the left to the right. Then times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 9 times 10 raised to power minus 5. Is that okay? Then this is 1, 2. That's 6 times 10 raised to power minus 2. So what you want to do here is just focus on the numbers first. Let all the 10 be. So 6 here 1, 6 in 12 is 2. Okay, times 9 is 18. So I have 18. Now let me focus on the times 10. So now for your indices, I don't know if you've touched that before. For indices, whenever we are multiplying, we add the powers, and whenever we are dividing, we subtract the powers. So now we have 10 raised to the power minus 3 times 10 raised to the power minus 5. This is multiplying, so I'm going to add the power. So this is minus 3 plus minus 5. Okay, that's same as saying 10 minus 3 minus 5, which is what? 10 raised to the power minus 8. That's for the upside. For the upside is 10 raised to the power minus 8. And for the down part is 10 raised to the power minus 2. Now they are dividing, so I'm going to what? Subtract the powers. So that will be 10 to the power of minus 8 minus 2. And because I'm having a minus times minus, that's going to be a plus. So that's 10 raised to the power minus 8 plus 2, right? And that's going to be 10 raised to the power of minus 6. So I now have 18 times 10 raised to the power minus 6. Now, this is not a standard form. Why? Because 18 is not between 1 and 9, remember? So I'm going to move from here down here. That's now 1.8 times 10 raised to power. There is still minus 6 there. But now I'm moving from right to the left. So that's an addition, right? That's a positive. So that's plus 1 because I moved once. So 1.8 times 10 raised to power a minus 5. So that's the option D. Yes. So we are moving on to question 4 quickly. So don't forget to click on the subscribe button. Yeah. So let's see. Question 4. This is very, very easy. We have to simplify 12 and a half plus 5. That's what we want to do here. So what we do here is 2 whole number 1 over 2 plus 5. So just do 2 times 2, that's 4, plus 1, that's 5. So that's going to be 5 over 2 plus 5. Make it a fraction, that's over 1. Find the LCM of 2 and 1, that's 2. 2 in 2 is 1. 1 times 5 is 5. Plus 1 in 2 is 2. 2 times 5 is a 10, right? That's a 15 over 2. Very easy, right? And that's option A. Good. So let's move to question 5. Same thing like just the one we did earlier. So we want to find what to simplify this. So what we're going to do is 5 times 3 is 15 plus 2. That's going to be 17 over 3 minus 3 times 4 is 12 plus 1. That's 13 over 4. What's the decimal of 4 and 3? That's 12. Can be wondering how am I getting the LCM. So this 4 is this 3 and yeah, 3 here. That's 4, 1, and 4 here, 1, 1. So I multiply this. That's going to be 12. So 3 in 12 is 4. 4 times 17. So we can quickly use our calculator to do that, or you can just do a rough calculation here. 4 times 17, 4 times 7 is 28. 68, I guess. So that's 68 minus 4 in 12. That's 3. 3 times 13 should be 39. Okay. So 68 minus 39. That should be what? That's remaining 5 here. That's 18. That's going to be 9. And that's going to be 2. That's 29. So here is 29 over 12. And the corresponding option here is option A. Very easy, right? Okay, it's getting interesting. Let's move to question 6 quickly. Okay, so here you want to be very careful while you're solving, so you won't have to get it wrong. So here I have 2. Let's change it to improper fraction. 2 times 2 is 4. 4 plus 3 is 7. Okay, 7 over 2 times 8 over 5 divided by 7 over 5, right? So now you want to change that divide to times so that you can be able to work effectively. So I'll have still the same thing, but now I'm changing this to times. So whenever you change the divide to times, then there's a reciprocal of the fraction. You reciprocate the fraction. That's 5 over 7. Okay, and yeah, this makes our work very easy. 5 cancel 5, 7 cancel 7. So 2 here 1, 2 here is 4. So the corresponding option here is option B. That's 4. Wow. Okay, so let's see question 7. Another interesting question. Question 7. We want to quickly simplify this. That's 4 times 5 is 20 plus 1, 21 over 4. Minus, open your bracket. So I want to have 5 over 3 minus 1 over 2. Okay? Yeah. Good. So let's expand the bracket. Okay, we can deal with the bracket first, then bring it out to. So let's deal with the brackets. So what am I going to have? The LCM is going to be 6. 3 in 6 is 2 times 5, that's 10, minus 2 in 6, that's 3 times 1, that's 3. And the bracket alone is 7 over 6. So now let's bring everything together. 21 over 4 minus 7 over 6. Do we get the idea? So I had to quickly undo the bracket first before I bring it out to the whole thing. So here the LCM of this should be 12. 4 in 12 is 3. 3 times 21, that's to be 63. Yeah, so minus 6 in 12, that's 2 times 7, that's 14. 63 minus 14 should be, let's see, what would that be? So here is 13, that's 9. 5, that's 49. So 49 over 12. Okay, so yeah, our answer, our options were given in mixed fraction, so we want to work towards that. 12 times 4 is 48, right? So this is going to be 448 remainder 1 over 12. So corresponding option is option C. Okay, that's very interesting. Anyways, so let's see question 8 without wasting time. It's a little bit interesting. Let's see what we can do about this question. So we have to convert 1.625 into a mixed fraction. So what you want to do first is to write it as a fraction. That's most likely an improper fraction. Then you can now change it to a mixed fraction. So 1.625. This is as writing 1.625 over, count the zeros, 1, 2, 3. That's over 1,000. So we have to start dividing and dividing till it gets to the last, and we will now be able to bring it to mixed fraction. So let's see. Let's start with 5 should be able to go, I guess. So 5 here, this should be 3. 5 in remainder 1. So 5 in 12, that's 2. 5 in 25 is 5. So 5 here is 200. You can see call this 5 here is 60. That should be 65. The 5 here should be 5 here is 4 0, right? 5 here is 13 and 5 here should be 8. Okay. So what else can we cut? No. So that's 13 over 8. 13, 8 in 13 is what? That's just 1. Remember what? Remember 5 over 8. Corresponding option is what? Option E. So your answer is option E. Very, very easy stuff. So let's go quickly into question 9. Okay, so 27 times 27 is what we want to do. Though we know the answer is 7 to 9, but let's see how we can get it done. So yeah, 7 times 7 is 49. That's remainder 4. 7 times 2 is 14. 14 plus 4, that's 18, right? So 2 times 7, that's 14. Put your 4. Remember 1. 2 times 2 is 4 plus 1, that's 5. Okay, add them together. 9 comes down. 8 plus 4, that's 12. Remember 1. 1 plus 1 plus 5, that's 7. So that's 729. So your correct option here is option E. Okay, so yeah, option E. So let's go straight into question 10. Okay, good. So question 10 is what I want to do now. Very, very easy stuff. Now the most interesting part of this is it's kind of tricky if you are not careful, but let me just quickly show you how it's done. So find the smallest number by which 60 must be multiplied to be a perfect square. So how do I get this done? Now, for it to be a perfect square means that I can find the square root without any point or any stress of point. So now 60 is, let's express it first. 60 is like writing 6 times 10, right? Okay, and this can be also 2 times 3. Is that good? Then 10 is 2 times 5. So here, if I want to write it as a perfect squared, so 2 is appearing twice and 3 times 5. So what can I do to make this a perfect square? That's what I want to do now. So to do that, it means that there has to be a square here and there has to be a square here. So what will I multiply? 2 raised to the power 2 times 3 times 5. There have to be a times 3 and times 5, so that this can result to be 3 squared and 5 squared with the initial 2 squared that we had before, right? So that means we can now have 2 times 3 times 5 all squared, which is a perfect square. So what did I have to multiply to arrive at this answer? 3 times 5, right? And what was that number? 3 times 5 is what? A 15. So 15 is the number I should multiply to a 60 to give me a perfect squared. So let's move to question 11 quickly. Question 11. Divide the LCM of 36, 72, 144 by their HCF. Okay. So let's see. We have to find the LCM first. That's what we need to do. Okay, so let's find the LCM of 36 the normal way, 72 and 144. Okay. So I'm just trying to break it down so it can be easy enough to understand. So 2 here is 18, 2 here is 36, 2 here is 72, 2 here is 9, 2 here is 18, 2 here is 36, 2 here is 9, 2 here is 9, 2 here is 18, and 2 here is 9, 9, 9. Let's just use 9 so we won't waste time. So the LCM of this is multiplying the whole of these guys together. So 2 times 2 is 4, 4 times 2 is 8, 8 times 2 is 16, 16 times 9 is what we want to do. So 16 times 9, that should be 4, 5, and 9 times 1 is 9 plus 4. The plus 5, that's so 144. So the LCM, let's record that to be LCM to be 144. Okay, so let's find the HCF. So 36 is basically 1 times 36. Now from the LCM we can even see the cheat that we can express it as this is 72 to 2 times 36, right? Then 144 is looking very easy that 36 can actually go in this, because we know that 144 is basically 72 times 2, and this is actually 2 times 36 times 2. So here I can say this is 4 times 36. Can you see that now? So 36 is actually common to all of that. That is the highest common factor. So the HCF is what? Is 36. So we now want to divide the LCM, which is 144, by what? The HCF. And obviously that is 4. And that is option B. Very easy stuff. Okay, so let's move to question 12. Very easy. Another question here on still on HCF. We have 18, 40 and 48. So 18 can be written as let's say 6 times 3. Okay, 6 times 3, and that's 2 times 3 times 3, right? Then 40 can be written as 4 times 10. Okay, so if I should express it as like saying 2 times 2, 44, then 2 times 5. Then 48 can be written as what? 6 times 8. Okay, so 46 is 2 times 3 times 2 times 2 times 2. So that's what is common in all. So here 2 is common here. Is there anything that is common to all? 3 is here, 3 is here, but I can't choose any 3 here. So the answer is 2. HCF of all of these guys is 2. That's the highest common factor. So option A. Moving on to question 12. Question 13 now. The HCF of 48, x and 88 is 8. What is the value of x? So let's see. 48 is actually 6 times 8. Okay, now x, I don't know what s is, that's what we want to find. Then 88 is also 11 times 8. Now for the LCM to, for the HCF to be 8, it means that what is common in all is 8. Do you get the gist? That means x should have a factor of 8 in it. Now what this is what I don't know, but I can get what this whole thing is if I can know what this is. My point is, whatever x wants to be, it has to be a multiple of 8, right? Because there's 8 times something is x, right? Now is 89 a is it a multiple of, is it a multiple of 8? No. What I mean by multiple of 8 is that, can I do 89 divided by 8 and I'll not get remainder? If I do 89 divided by 8, that's going to be 11 remainder 1. You see that? So it does not work for 89. Is it working for 78? No, not at all. What about 63? 63 divided by 8. Is it working for that? No. What about 58? No. What about 56? 7 times 8. 7 times 8 is 56. So that's option A, because it is the only number that is a multiple of 8. So this place can be what? 7. So we can say x is what? 56. For it to have 8 inside of it that will correspond across the three numbers, for it to now be an HCF of 8. Did you get that? So if you don't get that, you can also ask further question in the comment section. Let me know what you feel about this particular part of the video. So let's see question 14. Express 0.025 in the form a over b in its lowest form. So I want to express that in the lowest form. So what you do is 0.025 is the same thing as writing 25 over what? How many steps do we have here? 1, 2, 3. So we have 1, 2, 3. So you start dividing just like we did earlier. So 5 here is 5, 5 here is 200, 5 here is 1, 5 here is 40. So we basically have 4 over 1 over 40. And that's option what? Option A. Good. That's option A, right? Let's go to question 15. We don't have to waste time because you don't even have much time to waste in the exam hall, right? So you need to be very fast in calculations. So let's see question 15. Express 15 as a percentage of 20. So that's 15 out of 20. Okay, so times 100 as a percentage of, so 15 out of 20. We have to just say this here 1, this cancel this, right? Then this here 1, this here is 5. 5 times 15, guys, that will be what? Aha, 75. Option D, 75. Next, so once you have your way to solve something, don't just waste time, just solve and just move ahead. Do you get? So there's no time to basically waste in the examination. Also, you have 7.5% of 4 kg 300 gram, correct to significant figure. 3 significant figure, I guess. So yeah, so let's get a pen. So now 7.5% of 4 kilogram. Now if you notice, all the answers are in gram, right? That means, what's 4 kilogram in gram? That's 4,000 gram, right? 4,000 gram, 300 gram, that's about 7.5% of what? 4,300 gram. Do you get the gist? So now, what's 7.5 normally? 7.5 is 75 over 10. That's 7.5 over 100 because there's percentage there. Do you get? Then times 4,300 gram. So now, if I should do this, this will multiply this one. So I would have 75 over what? Over 1,000 times 4,300 grams. So we start to divide and divide. Yeah. So this cancel this, this cancel this. Okay, so I don't think there's something else we can. So let's just go straight to our calculator. So if I want to plug in that value into the calculator, I will have 75 over 10, then times 43. That should give me 322.5. So if I want to convert that to the three significant figure, I got 322.5. This is rounded up to 1, so that will be 323, and that's option what? Option C. Very easy stuff. Okay, so let's move into question 17. Aha, very good. Express 68 as a binary number. 68 as a binary number. So what do? Just divide all through by 2 till you get to the last point. So 2 in 68, that's 34, remainder 0. 2 in 34, that's 17, remainder 0. 2 in 17, that's 8, remainder 1. 2 in 8 is 4, remainder 0. 2 in 4 is 2, remainder 0. 2 in 2 is 1, remainder 0. 2 in 1 cannot go, so we still have our 1 back. So starting from the bottom right to the very top, we have what? Let's call it together. 1, 0 in 3 places. Then 1, 0, 0. Base what? Don't forget that one. Base 2. Very, very important stuff. So which option corresponds with this? That is option D. Option D is the correct answer. Let's move to question 18. Express 144 as a product of prime in index form. So when we mean product of primes, so now we have to break this down. 144. Now for 144 is 12 times 12, right? So what is 12? 4 times 3. Is that good? What's 12 here? 4 times 3. What's 4? 2 times 2. Then the 3 there before. Then what's 4 again? 2 times 2. So how many 2 can we count? Can we count together? 1, 2, 3, and 4. So 2 is to the power of 4. How many 3 can you see here? Just 1 and 2. So 3 is to the power of what? 2. So which option is corresponding to this? Option C. Very easy stuff, right? So question 19 quickly. Question 19 is another easy stuff that you can play with. Convert 1 1 to base 10. Very easy. 1 1 1 base 2. What you just have to do, remember now, 0 1 2, right? So you have to just do 1 times this particular 2 here. Raised to power the power on that 1, that's 2. Plus what? 1 times still this 2. What's on top of this 1? That's 1. Plus what? 1 times 2 raised to power of 0. So 1 times 4 plus 2 raised to power 2 is 2 times. That's 4. 1 times 2 plus 1 times 1. 2 raised to power 0 is 1 basically. So 1 times 4 is 4. Plus 2 plus 1. 4 plus 2, 6 plus 1, 7. Which is base 10. Option B. Quickly, let's go to question 20. Don't forget, if you have not subscribed to this channel as you are enjoying the video, just click on subscribe now so that we can also be encouraged doing this video, and we are sure that we have our audience watching from their convenience. So 20. So if the simple interest on a certain number, for 2 years at 5% per annum is 2,400, find the principal. So first you need to know what the simple interest formula is. So simple interest is principal times rate times time over 100. Okay, so the simple interest is 2,400. Principal is what we want to get. The rate is at 5% for 2 years. Easy stuff, right? 2 times 5 is 10, so that cancels out 1 0. So are we not done? 2,400 is equals to P over 10, right? So cross multiply. That's saying P is equals to 2400 and 10. Yeah, that's 24,000. That's option B. All these stuffs are very, very easy, and you shouldn't take your time basically. So when you're in the exam, or you shouldn't let something, because you should save your time for other questions that might want to take some time to solve. So let's see question 21. Okay, so let's go to 21. Subtract 9.65 from 42.5. So what we are going to do is just my calculations. So let's see. So 42.5 32.5 minus 9.65. Just add 0 here, so you can quickly do that. So if you take 10 from here, that's going to be meaning for this 10. So this is 5. Then you take 10 from here, this is 1. Then you have 14, that's 8. Okay, point. Then you take 1 from here, that's 3, that's going to be 11, that's 2, that's 3. So 32.85, not 32.85, 32.85, because the ones after the point are not up to 1. So your correct option is option A. Yeah, I hope you enjoy yourself. So let's go to 22. Find simple interest on 15,000 deposited for 2.5 years and 5.5 per annum. 15,000. Don't forget, simple interest is principal times rate, which is principal times the rate here should be 5.5. So I guess this should be 15%, right? So 5.5, that's 11/2 times 2.5 years. What's 2.5 years? That's 5/2 over 100. So this, okay, that's not a problem. So I think we should just use our calculator so we won't waste time. So let's go straight to a calculator. So to get this done, we just have 15. There's still 1 0 left, times 11 11/2, then times 5/2, 2062.5. So that's option D. Well, you can find your way to start cutting, but that's just how to get it done. So question 23. Felix bought a car at the rate of 3,088,144. He made each payment of 32% and paid the remaining through bank transfer. How much did he how much was paid through transfer? Okay, 32%. So we want to get 32% of this amount. So 3,088,144. What's 32% of this? So let's go to our calculator. 32% of 3,088,144 times 32/100. So the 32% is actually 98206.08. Okay, this is 32%. So the remaining was paid through transfer. So we are going to do this guy minus this. So we are going to be doing it from my calculator. 3,088,144 minus our answer. That's going to be 2099937.92. So what option is that? Option B is the corresponding correct option. So that's how to solve question 23. So you have to be very good at a percentage, just to play around with it. So yeah. 24. Estimate the sum of the following. So you have to add up all these guys together. That's very, very easy stuff. So what you do here is 10.50 plus 5.85 plus 125.10 16.20. You can add everything together at once if you are good at your calculations, but you can decide to break it down maybe 2 or we can do it all at once. 5 is the only thing here, so I bring it down. 5 plus 8, that's 13, plus 1, that's 15, that's 14. 14 plus 2, that's 16. 16 plus 2, that's 18. So 8, bring out your 1 here. 1 plus 5 is 6. 6 plus 5 is 11. 11 plus 6 is 17. 17 plus 7 plus 5, that's 22. So that's 2 here. Bring my 2 here. 2 plus 1, that's 3, 3 plus 2, that's 5, 5 plus 1, that's 6 plus 1, that's 7. Now I have my 1 here, that's 172.85. That's option B. Very easy, right? So you can choose to do it 2 2, or break it down to make it easy. But if you want to do everything at once, no problem. That's very easy and smarter way to do it, and faster way to do that actually. So let's see question 25. Wow, it's a construction question. So what's the value of angle QPR in the figure below? So when we say QPR, that means we're considering this. This is QPR. So we want to get what this place is. So look at it very well. What angle does this look like? So if you want to look at your basic construction, if I have a straight line, I bisect the line here and here. Remember how we do it those days. So if this, just assume this is not scaled, so just assume that. So if I have A and B here, let's say this is A, this is B, and I draw my stuff. Sorry, is very bad. So now, if I want to construct angle 60, what I just need to do is to put my compass here and draw something like this, which is what this is looking like. But now, if I'm bisecting this and this is 60, right? This is 60. So for me to now bisect here to have this, bisect here to have this, and have another thing here, that means this should be a 30, right? That's exactly what we have here. That's angle 30 degrees. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. This particular one here is the 60 we did first, and there's another one here, so which is standing like this other one. So that's angle 30 degrees. Very easy stuff. So let's move to question 26. The interior of a regular polygon is 165 degrees. How many sides does the polygon have? So here you want to have an idea of your formula for the interior, the sum of interior angles in a polygon, and the formula is given by n minus 2 into 180. This is the formula for the sum of, you can write that down, sum of interior angle, sum of interior angles, right? So what you want to do here is a regular polygon. We don't know what the n is. That's the number of sides. So now the interior angle equals 165. So that means n minus 2, 180. The whole thing is equals to 165 n. Okay. So if I should open this bracket up, I'll be having 180 n minus 360 is equals to 165 n, because this is a multiple of the angles. So yeah, collect like times 180 n minus 165 n is equals to 360. So what do I do? 180 minus 165, that should be 15 n equals to 360. Divide both sides by 15. Here, what do I have? So n is equals to 360 divided by 15. So 5 here, let's say 3 here is 5, 3 here is 120, 5 here is 1, 5 here is 2, and 5 in 20, that's 4. That's going to be 24. N is 24. So it has a 24 side. So which to tell you that there are 24 sides and each of them is 126. That's why we have 165 n. Right? So 165 times 24 sides. That's going to be a lot. That's going to be 3,960 as the total sum of the angle in that polygon. So let's move to question 27. M varies inversely as the square of n, and find the formula connecting m and n. Given that m is equals to 2 and n is equals to half. So how do I do that? M to write capital M is inversely proportional as what? N squared. Okay, equals to k. So what you're going to do is capital M over 1 over n squared is equals to k, which implies that you are saying capital M is equals to 1 over n squared times k, right? So m is equals to k over n squared. So this is actually the relationship. but you are given a condition, right? That m is 2, so fix it in inside this thing. So m is 2. What's n? N is 1 over 2. So 1 over 2, don't forget there's a square here. Okay, you get the gist now. So 2 is equals to k over 1 over 4. Abi, now we have from there 2 times 1 over 4 equals to k when I cross multiply. But that's what I did there. So if I should do 2 here, 1, 2 here is 2. So k itself is 1 over 2. So substituting that into this relationship, I will have capital M is equals to, what is k? 1 over 2 over what? N squared. And don't forget, this is the same thing as writing 1 over 2 divided by what? N squared, which is the same as writing 1 over 2 times 1 over what? N squared, which is the same as saying 1 over what? 2n squared. So m is equals to 1 over 2n squared, which is option what? Option E. Very easy, right? So let's look at 28. Question 28. Which of the following angles cannot be constructed using a ruler and a pair of compass only? Okay, so when it comes to this kind of question, you can actually construct 30, like what I showed you earlier. You can construct 60, 90, right? So this is the gist here. You know, we have 180, right? This is this is 180. Then we have 90. We have 60 here. We have 30 here that can be constructed. We have 45 that can be constructed somewhere here. The half of 90. Okay. So if I can add up the special angles together, can I add anything up that will give me 140? I don't think so. But I can still add up something that will give me 120. For example, I can add up 90 plus 30. That can give me 120. So if I can use a pair of compass to construct 30 and to construct 90, of course I can use it to construct 120. But what can I add to do this one? If I should remove 30 from it, that's like 30 plus 50, and I can't use compass to construct 50 degrees. Okay, so our answer here is option E. Basically, it cannot be constructed by compass only, right? So that's just how to get it done. So let's see question 29. Find the sum of the interior angle of a polygon that has 10 sides. Just like we've written earlier, you're still going to use that same formula. Can you remember? N minus 2 times what? 180. Good. So now in this case, we have n to be the number of sides. So that's 10 minus 2, 180. So 10 minus 2 is 8 times 180. So you do the multiplication. That would be 0. 8 times 8 is 64. That's 4. I mean, that's 6. That's 4. 1440. That's option B. Okay, let's move to question 30 very quickly. How many triangles can be cut from a pentagon? Okay, so yes, there will be a part 2 of this particular video of this tutorial. This question goes to question 60. So this is going to be part 1. So part 2 is going to be from 31 to 60. So it won't be too long, right? So let's quickly solve this last question for this particular part. Okay, so now how many triangle can be cut of a pentagon? So now this is what you do. Whenever we want to get the number of triangle in a polygon, we have n minus 2 triangles. That's the formula. Okay, n minus 2 triangles. Very easy stuff. So pentagon itself, pentagon normally is 5 sides, right? So I'll just fix in 5 here. That's 5 minus 2. That will give me 3 triangles. Very easy. 3 triangles is what we'll be able to go, and we can even try it. Let me see if I can. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So how many triangle can I cut from here? This is a triangle, right? And if I should cut it here, this is another triangle here. Triangle this. This is a triangle. This is not a triangle, right? But this is a triangle. This is a triangle. So this is 1, 2, and 1, 2. That's 3. So yeah. All right, so yeah, thank you for this particular session. We are going to still continue in part two of this tutorial. So don't forget to check out for the part two. I'm going to drop the link in the in the comment section. I'm going to drop the link of the part two of this particular tutorial in the comment section or in the description box. Just check it out, and so you can continue the tutorial. And before you go on this part one, don't forget to click the subscribe button, tell your friends about this channel, and of course let me know your feedback about the questions and the answers, so we can actually adjust from subsequent videos. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next class. Bye for now.